Salutations, my name is Drunker, and today we are back with another episode of Crave Saga. That's right, today we are going to be reading Chapter 1, Episode 2. So, let's go to Chapter 1 in the Twin-Fanged Wolf Forest. So, we got 5 stories today. So we're gonna be reading them all today. Hopefully we can finish it. Cause like I actually have not the best I have ever read the story is till chapter 1. So yes. But yeah, I am also planning to upload the Black Emerald soon. So yes, I know it's kind of weird how I'm uploading. It's been a long time since I last read a past event. So. Oh my god, I can't wait for March to be for this chaotic month to be over. But yes, so anyways, we got 5 stories today. We are going to be delving to episode 2, story 1, Caretaker of the Sword of Light. So let me just check my mic again just in case. Okay, we're good. Okay, so last time we got the warrior's amulet in that mysterious cave. So now we're back in the wolf tribe village, and we are starting off with Kun. Glad you make it through the first trial and made it back safely. Eh?
What? What the heck is going on?
It was understandable for everyone to be surprised. After returning to the wolf tribe after several hours, they found signs of chaotic destruction. A magnificent tree that had caught their attention before had been snapped down at its trunk. There were large craters all over the ground. Are these traces of battle? Master, be careful! Oh my god, if the wolf tribe settlement has been attacked, the imperial city is at risk as well.
Wow! With such a powerful destructive force, it could be a mid-level demon or an angel.
The group was tense, wary of their surroundings, but just then an unexpected voice called out. Haha, I've never felt so full of power in my life! Bro, it was you. Okay. Even when I was young, I never overflowed with such power. It was Aguma himself who, chaotically wielding a hammer, was laying waste to everything. Oh, how truly impressive! No matter how hard I push, my power knows no end. I will have all the power I will ever need. Hey, it's Master!
Chief, why are you frolicking around like a child?
Huh? You guys are back? So, how did it go?
Before that, please look at what you've done! How could your tribe's chief cause so much trouble?
Quiet, you! I made sure I picked a place that wasn't populated. Wouldn't it be good to test my strength a little?
Look around you! You call this a little? This place looks like a war zone!
Well, yeah, that just goes to show how incredible Master's power is. But I'm not done yet.
Bond Awakening is about unlocking one's latent potential rather than bestowing new powers.
So this is not the power of the Master, but rather the original power of Aguma. Wow, he's a terrifying man. Master, even I could do this easily. You don't have to try and match him, X. Please don't, okay? The outskirts of the village were in a state of complete destruction. Given the situation, it was best to prevent X from confronting him, causing further destruction. However, Aguma was truly worthy of being chief. Having such incredible potential was no small feat.
In other words, the Master's ability to draw out so much power is quite incredible. Though I struggle to see how one could abuse such power like this. But for one as fickle as you, it's likely you would end up awakening divine bonds even with villains. You should at least try ascertaining what someone is like before making them a soulmate.
Even villains can be reasoned. You know what? Let's make him a goody two-shoes.
You're such a pushover. But again, maybe it's what's good about you, huh? Anyway, Chief, I have obtained the warrior amulet. That concludes the first trial, right?
Oh, yes, this is it. I'll allow you to pass the first trial.
Yes!
But still, it looks like you've been beaten to a pulp. I was almost unharmed when I did it.
Huh? You fought that monster and got away unscathed? That's amazing, Aguma!
Fight? Don't be silly. How could such a cowardly demon be a fighter?
Huh? But really?
The first trial was to track down and capture fleeing monsters. Their boss is huge and has magical powers. He's quick and good at hiding. Running away is his specialty. And you beat him in a head-to-head fight?
Yes, he was the one who attacked me, but I fought back.
That's strange. That's the first time I've ever heard of a boss voluntarily attacking someone. I guess he was scared of something. Like he felt cornered and was just lashing out like a cat.
But then what was it that frightened and cornered him? It wasn't us, was it?
Orto, do you think the monster have anything to fear from the power of the master?
I can't say no, but it's different, right? If it were scared of us, it would run away. But the fact that it came towards us...
It seems like it was the result of being chased down by something else.
I see. Makes sense.
But if so, that means there was a third party in that forest besides us. Who the hell could that have been?
Whatever the circumstances, I obtained the warrior amulet. Chief, you have no complaints, do you? Hurry up and start the next trial.
Okay, fine. The second trial is to get the chief's sword. This time it is located in a clear position.
Another errand? How annoying.
No, this is what a game should be like.
It's fine, Hakuma. Errands are your path towards true missions. Let's explore every inch of the dungeon too. What the hell are you talking about?
I've talked to the guides. They should be here by now. At that moment, a sharp sound cut through the air. Huh? Ow! Kun felt a dull pain atop his head. Apparently a pebble or something had hit him. Master, are you okay? Yeah, this might have hurt normally, but since I've been awakened, it wasn't too bad. Okay, how do I voice this, little munchkin?
Ugh, don't you dare fight with the Sword of Light. I'll give you another shot.
A human boy? He's plump and cute, but did he shoot at me with that slingshot in his hand? Tilt, what did you do to the master?
I'm the Sword of Light's caretaker. I won't let anyone carelessly touch it, not even in human form.
Bro, Hakuma has a higher Hakuma has a higher voice than him, but not gonna lie, I like Hakuma's high voice. Does this mean you're X's caretaker? That's right, master. This is Tilt. He's a human, but grew up in this village. As far as I remember, he never left the sword's side and was devoted to taking care of it.
Why let another race take care of it? As chief of a pure-blood wolf tribe, was this okay with you?
His obsession with the Sword of Light is such that even with the villagers were fed up with it. He's the kind of guy who crawls to the Sword of Light at times like some sort of waddling baby.
I've been cleaning the altar of the Sword of Light and polishing it, rain or shine or snow. I'm the one who has cherished the Sword of Light more than anyone else. I don't know what you are, but don't let some stranger touch the Sword of Light.
The young man seemed almost like a yapping puppy. This is troubling, Kun thought as he scratched his face.
You are a noisy little helper, aren't you? Did you say your name was Tilt? You said you cleaned the sword, but when it was drawn, it was battered. Were you really taking care of it?
Now that you mentioned it, it did have a century's worth of grime on it. Hard for anyone to polish away.
What's with this squirt? You're smaller than me. You really think you're so big? Huh? That little one is calling me a squirt? Ha!
I mean, you're at a clear disadvantage when it comes to size, Orto. This made Kun chuckle. It seems like maybe they were closer in mental age than I thought. What about you, X? Do you remember Tilt? No, not at all. I was born the moment Master gave me my name and appearance, so I don't remember anything before that.
Ah! Even if I cared for you so diligently day after day.
Oh, this is bad. He's about to cry.
X, could you be a little kinder to him?
Kinder? But how?
For example, say this. Kun whispered to X, who then nodded.
Tilt.
Yes, my dear Sword of Light?
As X spoke, Tilt straightened up and stood tall. One could feel his excitement and nervousness. The Sword of Light must have been special to him. Thank you, Tilt, for taking care of me for so long. I was unconscious, but I remember the feel of your gentle hands.
What the heck? What did you Kun, what did you tell him? Oh, I'm so grateful and happy to hear that.
Was that good, Master?
It might have been awkward, but if Tilt was pleased, then that's all that matters. What a farcical display that was. Totally. As amazed as the group was, Tilt's eyes overflowed with love when X thanked him. Sword of Light, you're cool in sword form, but now that you're in human form, you're even better. So good looking.
Right, that's thanks to Master, I guess.
No, I didn't really do anything. Can I hug you?
Only the Master's allowed to hug me.
Hey, X! Ha! Damn Master! Oh, he's staring at me so hard.
This is getting more and more complicated.
Looks like some sort of weird love triangle's forming. Tilt, come on! The White Wolf Ritual. I hear you're the guide for the second trial. Come now and show me the way. Understood, Hakuma. Sword of Light, I need you to get back to work now. But if you need anything, please tell me.
Okay. He gazed directly and longingly at X, which as expected made even X flinch. On the other hand, he stared sharply at Kun as if he viewed him as his nemesis.
Hope we can get along.
Anyway, Master, I must excuse myself. Oh, Jerome, what's the matter? I think I'll leave you here for now. I'm a little concerned about the monsters. I must investigate. That would be helpful, but are you sure you can handle it alone? I will be fine. The Divine Bond Awakening will remain in effect if I am away from you, right?
It would seem that way, but I cannot understand why you would act alone, Jerome. I hope you're not as bad as Aguma about wanting to test your mettle. As this is a holy gift of power you've been granted, you mustn't use it without reason, understood?
Well, us adults all have different things to deal with. I'll catch you later!
Jerome vanished mysteriously, winking behind at everyone as he did.
The group's footsteps rung loudly through the quiet forest.
I wonder if this path is straight the whole way, and I wonder if it'll be this silent the whole way. Hey Tilt, is this straight down this road all the way? Suddenly, unable to bear the silence, Kun asked Tilt but received no response. Huh? I guess he's ignoring me. Maybe he just didn't hear it. Tilt, can you hear me?
Hey! Are you concentrating on our heading?
Definitely not. He's clearly ignoring you. I thought so. He seems to be very annoyed with you for being so friendly with X. I wonder why he loves the Sword of Light so much. You know, at that age, kids are always obsessed with something. Maybe there is no particular reason for it. Let's just leave it be.
I'm just trying to get along with it. Well, I could be petty and say, no, I won't just leave it be. You know what? Let's do it.
I would like to know more about Tilt. In a sleazy way?
What do you mean by that, Ortho? No! If you travel, you meet all kinds of people, right? I'm sure some of them will be people I just have to get along with, even if I don't agree with them. Not that it's practically for them, but I think it's worth the effort to try and get along with Tilt.
That's true, but your ulterior motives are transparent when you say it.
Stop treating me like a pervert!
Anyway, I'd like to know more about Tilt. If you ask the usual questions, you'll be ignored. What are you going to do? Not a damn thing, X. Not a damn thing. X, can you ask for me instead?
Yes, Master.
But Tilt knows all this. He's not so naive as to answer honestly.
Got a second, Tilt?
Yes, Sword of Light. Please ask me anything. Huh?
how did you come to grow up in the wolf tribe even though you're a human yourself?
Apparently, I was abandoned as a child. Pretty normal thing to happen. The place where I was dumped was in front of the Sword of Light. I was placed like an offering.
Oh.
Is that right, Takuma? Yep, it's tragic to say he was abandoned, but I guess they thought the Sword of Light would help. Maybe they were being attacked by monsters and tried to help at least their baby escape. With the state he was in, it's believable. I can say that because I was one of those who found him.
There must have been some unavoidable circumstances. I hope you can meet your parents one day, Tilt.
Huh.
Oh, still no good, huh? Next question then, X. Tilt, what's up with that slingshot?
I made it myself. Well done, right? I practiced a lot and made a lot of improvements. I've never missed. I can even hunt. Isn't that great?
Yeah, good job.
Thank you, Sword of Light.
Master has praised you as well. How about showing some joy?
Oh. That guy praising me doesn't really make me happy.
Dang, he's tough. I'd be in bigger trouble with him than a monster if I got on his bad side.
Gosh, what are you doing?
Tilt, what is Akuma usually like? Is he always this harsh? Are you gossiping in front of him?
Hey, stop asking such weird questions! Hakuma's always serious. Sometimes he clashes with people around him because he's too serious. Since he's polite and competent, he's respected by elders and those below him. Tilt, you don't need to go and say all that!
Hakuma, your face is getting red.
Shut up! It's your fault for asking weird questions!
X asked the question, not me. Yes, if you have a problem with it, then tell me. I will not allow you to hit the master.
What a stupid duo! Speaking of which, Hakuma's actually a bit of a sleaze. The other day... Tilt, you idiot! Ah, you don't have to hit me. It's because you're talking nonsense. Shut up and just show us the way. Fine. And you guys, monsters could appear around here at any moment. Be on your toes.
Looks like one just showed up as soon as you said that. What is this place? There was a building in the middle of the forest, decorated in a strangely magnificent manner. It felt similar to a temple or chapel, or perhaps even a mausoleum.
This is the cemetery where the chiefs of the past were laid to rest. So you knew about this place, Hakuma. I've never been inside. It's a sacred place that only the chief of a select few can enter. The second trial is to fetch the chief's sword. I see, so if it was placed anyone, then this would be the place. But to choose Tilt, who's not even a wolf tribe member, let alone a leader, as our guide. Akuma's weird too. What's your problem with me being your guide, you stuffed animal? Ha! What do you think you're talking to?
Come now, Tilt was chosen as our guide, so I'm sure Oguma has his reasons. As expected, Master. How thoughtful. No, I think it's more wishful thinking than anything.
Tilt, is this the Sword of Light inside? I mean, is the sword inside, not the Sword of Light? I'm sorry. I must have... Dang it, you guys keep messing me up and I keep screwing up the names. Golly. That's what I've heard. I'll open it now.
A key was stuck into the sturdy padlock and was unlocked. The thick, noisy chain was then removed. A heavy-looking door pushed itself open, revealing the interior of the tomb. It was a surprisingly large, empty space. Being the resting place of chiefs, one might think it would be lined with coffins and skeletons.
There's nothing here. Are the remainings underground? Wait, there's something in the center.
Huh? Is that a doll? He has a sword. Is that the chief's sword?
We found it easily, Hakuma. Let's just get it and go back to the village.
Hakuma, however, looked nervous. He was wary that the second trial will not be just this. And sure enough, the moment Hakuma approached and reached for his sword...
Huh?
Hakuma jumped back and distanced himself from the doll.
Huh.
The doll suddenly started to move and attack, manipulating the sword as it did. It's moving! Hakuma, are you okay?
No problem. I evaded its attack. But the movement of that doll!
It's not playing around. Master, what masterful moves! It definitely has a warrior's swordsmanship.
I heard it copies the first chief's swordsmanship. The only way to get the sword is to win. Oh, I see. It is not just a doll, but some kind of magical tool, huh? The first chief, he's a legend from the pre-Varna proxy war era.
Orto, what's a proxy war?
It was a time when angels and demons manipulated humans to kill each other. It is also known as the Age of Religious Wars.
What? Why would they make humans fight each other? If they don't like it, why not just let the angels and demons clash directly?
Because at that time, they were already segregated in the heavenly realm and the underworld. They had established a method to fight indirectly by interfering in the human world in between. It was obvious that if angels and demons really clashed, both would be harmed. Therefore, it was also good entertainment to have those who were lower class fight on their behalf.
How awful!
It was Varuna, the previous master, who was sent to end such an era. It is often reported that the proxy war era was a terrible time. The bloody war was torture for the people, with each and every nation being completely exhausted. But in that era, there was a proud family that united with the Sword of Light as their foundation. The pure-blooded wolf tribe, the first chief, is the most honorable and legendary of them all. His swordsmanship was as powerful and beautiful as a great river, and sometimes as fierce as a torrent. I never thought it could be copied and reproduced in modern times. The secret of the wolf tribe, it's terrifying, to say the least. I'm not sure how accurate the copy is, but I didn't think I'd be dealing with the first generation. Do I really have what it takes to get my hands on this sword?
Hakuma found himself in a rare moment of weakness when Tilt called out to him.
Hakuma, I have a message from Aguma. What is it? You can run home with your tail between your legs, little puppy. That asshole! Like with the first trial, you guys stay out of it!
Hakuma held up his favorite spear and confronted the doll.
I guess the point is to win. Plain and simple is fine. Let's go!
Stepping firmly on the ground, Hakuma thrust the tip forward.
Yeah?
The doll fended off Hakuma with its skillful moves and struck him with a fierce blast of his sword. Let me check the mic a bit, okay?
What? Yeah!
It's a back and forth battle, and a gripping one at that. Wow, Hakuma's matching up nicely.
He's doing well, and his opponent is of the fiercest of survivors from that harsh era of proxy wars. Although it is a copy, how can a guy in this age of peace compete with it?
Yes, at first glance, it does appear their strength is evenly matched. But it won't last long, Master.
What do you mean? Yeah!
Hakuma received a blow which came from above, knocking him down to the floor. Hakuma? What the hell happened?
I'm not finished! Yeah! Ah!
Huh? Doing the same thing will always yield the same result.
Yeah! Ah!
A stone thrust into the abdomen as Hakuma's body folded over. It was quite a clean shot. What the hell is going on? Hakuma suddenly took a hit. What a precise shot! Nothing to worry about, Master. They may seem evenly matched at a glance, but the puppet's stance make it easy for it to find openings against its enemies. I'm not sure what that means, but okay. I'm gonna rely on Excalibur. I'm sorry if Excalibur's voice is getting deeper. That is when it gets in its best shots. It was a cunning and brilliant technique, a great example of how to conquer the stiff with the soft. I couldn't believe this was just a copy. The first chief must have been a genius swordsman, indeed. What? How can this thing even be beaten? Is there no way for even Hakuma to best it? No, that's not the case. Hakuma, you are putting too much effort into this. You can't win if you don't play the game.
Play the game? Idiot, this is not an opponent you can fight lightly. Again, let's go. Huh? Yeah!
Master, I take it back. It would be impossible even if he spent his whole life doing this. It's a bit merciless, X. Hakuma faced the fight foolishly head-on. The puppet beat him down in a few moves, but he didn't stop. Or was perhaps Hakuma just good at taking hits? At any rate, it looks like he can try as many times as he wants. Let's keep watch over him. If he keeps fighting, Hakuma may find a chance to win. But, has it even been an hour, too? How many times has he gone at this thing by now? Hakuma kept changing his grip and trying again, but was unable to even strike a blow on the doll.
How long are you gonna keep repeating the same thing, Hakuma?
Tilt and everyone were now yawning and bored out of their minds. Hakuma, play! Be playful!
Shut it! Damn it, what does he mean playful? That clunky sort of light is just saying whatever the hell he likes. But I've run out of tricks. None of my tricks will work on this doll. What do I do? What can I do?
Hakuma gritted his teeth in frustration. This is when it happened. What? It was a muffled sound of a growling stomach. It echoed loudly through the vast tomb. Oh, I'm sorry, but now that I think about it, I haven't eaten since coming to this world. Oh, I actually... Wow. Good shot. I actually didn't realize that too.
That you have not. Let us take a lunch break here. Well, what a carefree thing to say! I'm hungry too. I'm going hunting for a while. You guys go eat by yourselves. I still got a trial to go through.
Come on, Hakuma. If you're hungry, you won't have any power, now will you? That's right. Securing sustenance is the lifeblood of warfare. You are indeed a master.
Wait, let's go. I don't have time to eat. I've got to figure out a way to get the puppet.
Okay, Tilt's in charge of hunting and Ortho and X are in charge of bonfires and cooking, okay? Me and Akuma are going fishing. X borrowed fishing gear from Tilt as the group headed for the river on the other side of the road.
Don't decide things on your own!
Kun even used the power of his divine awakening to force Akuma to come along. Okay, I think we're about there. Let me check how many. Dang, okay, I think it's a good length. Cast your lines in the river. Then, all we have to do is wait for the fish to bite.
Wait, did you bait your hook properly?
Sorry, I'm not good with gross stuff. I don't really use bugs for fishing bait. I don't put anything on the hook, just cast a line.
Give it to me, I'll do it.
I'm keen on fishing, but when it comes down to it, I have to do it right. Totally typical of Akuma.
Now you're set.
Akuma turned over a stone and stuck a bug on the hook. He quickly slung his rod into the river.
But just to wait and do nothing, I still feel like I'm wasting my time.
Not at all. I think it's important to relax like this once in a while. Akuma, you've been so uptight ever since we met. Why don't you try and take these things a little easier?
Don't be silly. I'm the next chief. I haven't the time to be carefree.
Why are you so obsessed with being chief? Are there no other candidates?
It's just me.
You lied?
It's not about being a chief candidate. It is only who cares about the future of the tribe.
What do you mean?
We, you see, are tolerant of other species. You can see that by the fact that we accepted Tilt.
True, you seem to feel strongly for purebloods, but you don't seem that strict, surprisingly.
There's a difficult balance there. While we're defenders of the Sword of Light, we're reluctant to stop people leaving the village. Since the age of Varuna, a peace has come to the world and technology and culture have developed. It's inevitable that young people want to go to cities more and more. As a result, our tribe lost members and with the peacefulness has become significantly weaker. A great tribe that once pushed away an imperial invasion would now be almost unilaterally overrun.
Feels like the community has become somewhat marginalized.
We're being left behind by the times. After the last judgment began, demons and angels were able to interfere physically. The world might be torn apart by war, even more so than during the proxy war era. We need a strong driving force for the family. That's exactly what the first chiefs were like, perfect, noble wolves that went on to become legends.
I see. Hakuma, you're a really great guy for thinking that far ahead.
But of course.
But hey, if you're always so uptight, you might end up choking, don't you think?
What? Were you not listening to me? There's no time to be distracted. Don't make me say it again and again.
I'm not sure. I think there's a difference between letting your guard down and relaxing.
What do you mean?
As Akuma wondered, Orta next then appeared on the scene.
Idiot, I told you to choose properly dried firewood. And you're picking up all the big fat ones.
The bigger they are, the better the burn. What is so frustrating about that?
I told you those will not burn.
We can get by with magic.
What the hell are they doing?
Isn't that funny? They're fine. Look at X. He's so strong when it comes to fighting, but he's usually very relaxed. I think that's very important.
Your story's so abstract, I don't understand it. But that's not to say that I don't like the atmosphere. Got him!
Hakuma lifted his rod with a flick. It was a light and easy motion, as he had caught a killfish. By contrast, however, it was quite large. It bounced along at a brisk pace. Wow! To catch such a big fish so easily. Hakuma, are you a master fisherman or something? Bro, why is Kun glazing people so much? I have never seen this level of glazing before. It's usually, in Anados, it's other people glazing Kun. Here, it's Kun glazing everyone.
No, this is a surprise to me too. Somehow, I was able to pull it off easily. I've never done anything like this before.
Hakuma, now that was a good move just now. You were playful and relaxed.
Is this being playful? But fishing and spearing will be different.
They are the same. I am the sword of light, so there is no doubt. X's words are strangely persuasive. Hakuma stared at his palms with his mouth half open, remembering the feeling he had just had.
The fire's too strong! You're going to burn it to a crisp!
You have to grill it boldly!
It doesn't matter if the food is bold or not! The wild rabbit meat that I worked so hard to get is just turned into charcoal.
No, this is just charring the surface. The inside isn't cooked through yet. It's not inedible, but it'll give you a stomachache.
X, you stay away from cooking. You're gonna kill us.
Then I'll go pick up some wildflowers. Oh, these mushrooms are so brightly colored. They must be good.
X! I'm sure those are poisonous mushrooms. You need to drop everything you're doing.
People shouted angrily while cooking, creating an oppressive battlefield-like atmosphere. But the good smells made everyone's stomach rumble as Akuma cooked up his solid survival dishes.
There are two options, herb roast meat or fish. There's also soup.
So good! Hakuma, you can cook too? Are you like a homemaker?
He's probably just picky about those things. I'm sure he'd do a thorough job of cleaning such. You're a spirit, so I guess you can get by without a meal, huh? What? I want some too!
Not bad. Take that as a compliment, Hakuma.
Why are you so bossy? Hakuma, no matter what you do, your disrespect to the Sword of Light is unforgivable.
The dining scene was noisy with whooping and hollering, but smiles could be seen all around. Good food, a lively table, and appetites being satisfied. It was like a close family gathering that had been happening for many years. Whew, that was delicious. Thanks for the food.
The food in the human world is so juicy and addictive. It's not like this in the heavenly realm. This spirit talks like a priest who doesn't follow his own religion.
Hakuma smiled naturally. It was a surprisingly natural smile, as he had always had a straight face. He must have realized it. Hakuma fell silent with his eyes downcast, as if remembering something.
Okay, now that we filled our bellies, let's get back to the doll.
Let's go, Akuma.
Hey, are you sure you're okay, Hakuma? You were getting beat up so badly before.
When you say it like that... Don't worry, Master. X? He's strong. Not as strong as I am. Not as strong as I am, though.
Huh, big talk.
Hakuma picked up his spear. The sound of it swinging echoed. His spear handling was gentle as if he was placing it with it, unlike his rigid handling before.
Come on, let's go! I don't feel like losing now!
Huh? The doll reactivated and confronted Akuma. It seemed to exude a sense of tension, as if it were dealing with a more powerful enemy.
Come on!
Akuma, shifting from relaxation, approached with the swift speed. He delivered a couple thrusts. Huh? The doll was barely able to fight him off and responded with a ducking lash. But Akuma must have read it and flew to avoid it. He unleashed a barrage of thrusts. Huh? Oh! The doll couldn't endure everything and took several hits. Akuma, you're flexible now, like a different person. Not only flexible, the transition from soft to hard is solid. He seems to be getting the hang of it. In fact, after a few more moves, Akuma managed to stand his ground and keep the doll under pressure. It wouldn't be the same as before when he got a clean hit and then tasted the bitterness of defeat. It was a steady strength. Surpassing the puppet's cunning tactics, Hakuma's spear broke down his opponent's defenses.
Now!
Huh? The full force of his thrust exploded. The doll was hit, flying far back into a wall. That does it! Huh? The doll shuddered and tried raising its upper body in an attempt to get up. However, it then fell down with a thud. It's finished.
I won?
Hakuma approached the doll, still only half convinced. The goal of the trial was to take the chief's sword, held by the doll. Hakuma was wary and wondered if his opponent was just pretending to be defeated. The doll didn't move. Hakuma was, without a doubt, victorious and allowed to take the chief's sword.
Yes! I won! I won! Woo! Hakuma raised his sword and shouted. He was a passionate warrior, unimaginable from his usual calm way.
Brilliant!
Great, Hakuma! Took longer than expected, but I'm happy for you.
He received lavish praise and applause, and then... You did it, Hakuma!
Hey, don't hug me! Don't get familiar with me like that! I don't approve of you yet!
Sorry, but I'm so happy! You're one step closer to realizing your dream of becoming a chief. Good for you, Akuma.
Thanks. Thank you. Because of you,
Huh? What?
It's nothing. I'm not thanking you or anything.
Akuma was blushing as he tried desperately to say something. And then... X, who was on guard, gazed sharply towards the forest. This presence! X, what? X isn't the only one who has a bad feeling. What is his presence? It can only be described as evil. Or perhaps it is the instinctive intuition of those who have the power of the original God King. Something huge and evil is close. Oh my god! And that is it for this episode of Crave Saga. That's right. That is it for episode 2. So anyway, the third episode might actually be a bit longer because it's actually the conclusion of chapter 2, but I saw the views for the last video and my goodness, man. Thank you so much. But anyway, thank you so much for watching this episode of Crave Saga. I hope you enjoy. And I will see y'all whenever. Bye-bye!